What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue, and this is the 13th flight of the Moser Racing Formula One Logistics World Tour, where we have been transporting F1 cars, drivers, staff, team members, and various high priority cargo to each Formula One Grand Prix destination. So today we will be in charge of flying a few very important people from Budapest to Spa for the Belgium Grand Prix in this classy and cozy TBM 900. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Hopefully you enjoyed your stay in Budapest. Let's go ahead and get this door shut here in the TBM. There we go. We'll lock that. Those lights are green, which means that it's all good. Let's go ahead and head to the front. And I'll also shut my door here on the left as well. Very, very nice. All right, let's get the thing fired up and we'll get our flight plan set up. Let's go ahead and raise the crash bar first. And we'll go to battery and get the gen on main. See our screens all start coming to life here. I believe this is the G3000 once again. The same avionics package that we had in the Cessna Longitude, and I believe also the same package we had in the Vision Jet. Very, very similar. Go ahead and click on that. That's good to go. And before we actually put our flight plan in and all that stuff, we're going to actually get it started because we don't have a GPU with us today. So let's go back up to the top, and we'll get our strobe light on so people around us know that we're about to power on. We'll reach over here and get our aux BP. There we go. And then we'll hit the starter. You can see that our NG is rising. Alright, flight idle, good start. Let's go ahead and put the aux BP into auto. We'll put our fuel selector into auto, and we'll put our AP trim into the on position. And right here behind our yoke, we'll turn on the bleed air, and the inertial separator, as well as the pitot heat. And as you can see, the park rate is set, so we're good there. Let's go into our flight plan. Alright, let's go to our MFD page here. And I want to set up our flight plan. And to save time on these longer flights, we're able to go to the sim brief option here. We can zoom in. We can see that our flight today is from Lima Hotel Bravo Papa to Echo Bravo Lima Golf. And we can go ahead and request that one. And now it says ready to import, so we'll import that flight plan straight into our G3000. Super helpful, super convenient, and I love doing it this way. And it usually comes in pretty accurate. I am going to go through and check and make sure our departures and arrivals are right. We are flying IFR today at 29,000 feet. And I'm going to click on procedure, and wow, look at that. It actually already imported our departure and arrival procedures. That's pretty sweet. Okay, if we go to aircraft systems now, you can click on fuel. We can see what we have set for our fuel currently, how much we have used, what our fuel flow is, and how much we have in either wing. Alright, one last thing before we go, and that is, let's get our V speed. So click on all on, and this will be our takeoff speeds right here. It's going to be automatically go to our PFD. And one last thing is, let's go ahead and check what the weather is here in Budapest today. And I truly believe the best way to check the weather is to just look outside. As you can see, it is raining. But seriously, the winds are 150 at 9 knots. That's a pretty good visibility. Got a little bit of rain. Slight rain showers, scattered at 2800, broken at 9000. Temperature is 22, dew point is 20, QNH is 1002. Alright, I'm gonna go to my PFD settings and go to change this to hectopascals since we are in Europe. Alright, QNH is 1002. Alright, so let's do a quick flight briefing. So currently we are in Budapest, headed for Liege in Belgium. As you can see, I have the weather overlay here, and it is looking pretty nasty on the radar right now. A lot of scattered showers and kind of isolated thunderstorms and things like that. Definitely have a system moving through Europe currently. So we do our best to give you guys a nice, smooth ride. So nothing to worry about it. We'll be cruising at 24,000 feet. We may climb up, we may go down, depending on the weather, what we need to do. Expected flight time of just under 3 hours. Again, that could change depending on how much weather we have to divert. So just sit back on your iPad and hang out and chill. We'll be all right. Currently, we're here on the west ramp, so we're going to taxi over to 31 left for departure. We'll be departing via the Gileb RNAV departure, headed towards Gileb. So we'll take off, making a left turn about 200 degrees, and then continue for our right turn as we continue through the Gileb to Romeo departure off the map there. Alright, taxi lights on. Make sure we turn oxygen on. We're going to need that at 29,000 feet. Brakes off, flaps down. And we're taxiing. There's the Wizz Air hangar there on our right, as well as the Lufthansa hangar, probably for maintenance. Alright, here is 31 left, and there's a peak at the terminal over there behind us. They got some Emirates over there, Austrian, Wizz Air, a bunch of different really cool airlines. Pretty nice looking terminal. Next time we come to Budapest, we'll have to try flying commercial and head over to the terminal, check that out. Alright, we're ready to go. Landing lights on, post lights on. We got a little panel lighting in here, and the rain is back just in time. Flaps are set for takeoff. Inertial separator is on. We'll get a little bit of windshield heat on just in case. We do have visible moisture here. Budapest traffic, TBM 16 Bravo taking off runway 31 left, departing to the north. Oh yeah, man, this rain is coming down. You can actually see off our nose right there. A bunch more rain coming our way, so we're getting out of here just in time, it looks like. Alright, final is clear. No Ryanair is landing on top of us. We're going to go ahead and get lined up for 31 left. Wow, look at that windsock. Alright, this is going to be an interesting flight. Here we go, guys. And power safe takeoff. Brakes release. Rolling. V1 rotate. We up, baby. Let's go ahead and bring our throttle back because we're over torquing the engine right now. That is simulated. Or sorry, the ITT is overheating, I should say, but you can also over torque the engine. We gotta watch out for that. Let's also go ahead and get our yaw damper on. Get our nav armed. flight director as well. So now we're going to follow the flight director here. And we go flaps up. And look at that off our nose. You can see rain over there, rain over there. This is what I love about Microsoft Flight Sim's weather system, is that you can visually see the scattered showers. That is so cool. And it looks like our GPS wants to fly us right into it. We might be turning right before it. We'll see. We'll be pitching for about between 170, probably around 170. Should be good. All right, here comes our left turn right before this rain. Definitely enjoyed my time here in Budapest this week. Very nice. Enjoyed flying the Vision Jet on the way into here on a nice clear day, and this is like a complete opposite. There's Budapest off in the distance on our left, and we're about to go cloud surfing, guys. We are about to go cloud surfing. Hopefully it doesn't get too bumpy through here. I think we'll be alright. We'll go ahead and click on flight change mode. Again, we're still flying by hand, but putting flight change mode will allow my flight director to lock on there at 178. That way we can kind of pitch to match that speed. Alright, leveling off here to the right as we pass 7,000. And I'm going to pitch up a bit more steep here as we get through this, these clouds. And as we get higher in elevation, we can start adding in more throttle. Alright, a little hot on the ITT, bring it back down. Alright. Man, I love this metallic blue livery. It looks sick. Alright, we're high enough to go ahead and shut off the inertial separator. We could have did that a while ago, but I was a bit distracted by the view. I'm not gonna lie. We'll also make sure we get the landing lights and pulse lights turned off as well. And other than that, I believe we are good on the overhead panel. Passengers in the back chilling, relaxing, enjoying a few movies. Again, about a 3-hour long flight today. We're passing 18,000 feet now for 24,000 feet. We have our weather radar on here on the right side of our center MFD. And we can zoom this out just a little bit and keep an eye out. Again, we do have some weather. It's going to be, wow, look at that. We do have weather along the route. I'm not exactly sure how high that is, but if you look at out the front here, you'll see that it's pretty clear for the most part at a higher altitude, so we should be okay. We might be able to just fly right over top of all of it, but we'll keep an eye out. Again, we are IFR, so we can fly straight through it if we want, or we can fly around it for maybe a smoother ride. It might just take us a little bit longer, but man, this has been a great departure. I love flights like this where you have to, well, you don't have to dodge weather, but you have the choice to dodge weather. And this is really where Microsoft Flight Simulator really shines in the weather system. But I'm going to leave this weather radar up for a while and keep an eye out on things as we're climbing up to our cruise level of 24,000 feet.
Good afternoon, November 116 Bravo, being radar contact, Squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, 116 Bravo.
Wing 7 Charlie, runway 33, cleared for takeoff, 210 degrees 8 knots.
One thing I want to ask you guys is, we have a few shorter flights throughout Europe here in the middle of the season. I think the next 2 or 3 flights are all less than 2 hours. So would love to get your opinion on what aircraft you would like to see me fly in the tour. As you guys have noticed, I've been kind of switching it up. For the longer flights, obviously we've been flying the big heavy jets. I know you guys enjoy that. And then also for some of the shorter flights, we've been flying commercial. So I try to follow a commercial flight if a real world commercial flight exists. So for example, in today's flight, I looked up the route between Budapest and Liege, and there is no direct real world commercial flight. And so I was like, all right, well, I guess that gives me creative freedom to fly anything I want. Obviously, we could fly cargo. We could grab a cargo plane and fly that, but currently in Microsoft Flight Sim there's very few options for that, and I know a lot of people are struggling with that within the tour. A lot of you are having trouble finding out, all right, what aircraft should I fly? Maybe you're limited because you want to fly cargo, but Microsoft doesn't currently have that many cargo planes to fly. So for me, I've been, switching it up, trying to keep it fresh, because again, this is a 23 destination tour, a 23 race long season, and so I can't just fly one plane for the entire 23 legs. I gotta switch it up. I gotta keep it fresh for me, keep it interesting for me, keep it fun for me. And personally, I've really enjoyed flying the various different planes, the MD-11, the 747, A320, the Vision Jet we flew in last, the 737, we flew a helicopter into Monaco. That was freaking gorgeous. We flew the Cessna 414. Now we're in the TBM, and many more to come. But let me know in the comments what aircraft or airframe would you like to see me fly at some point. Again, we're just past halfway through the season, and I'm definitely still open for suggestions and things that you guys would like to see, and as well as things that'll be really fun for me to check out and try it myself. So I had a good time back in Budapest this weekend for the Hungaroring. I can never pronounce that, but I was really excited to see Lewis Hamilton get the pole position. I mean, I was freaking out. You can't imagine how much I was tripping on that. But then come race day, Lewis Hamilton loses the first spot in the first corner. Definitely a bummer, but I will say I'm happy to see McLaren yet again up in the front, and of course Ricardo. I mean, come on, I was super excited to see Ricardo back on the F1 grid, and really impressed by his qualifying effort in that AlphaTauri. And I was bummed about his race as well, also kind of ended in turn 1, but amazing recovery drive, still finished in 13th, even though he fell to last place after he got caught in an accident. And very impressed that he did that. So it makes me wonder, how much better could he have done if he had not gotten wrecked out in the beginning? I feel like he probably could have got into the top 10 if it were not for that incident. Alright, here we are, 30 seconds away from our top of descents. Have my VNAV profile page up here, and you can see here on the map we have a TOD marker. Now the way VNAV works in this aircraft, there's no auto throttle, there's no actual like automated VNAV. It just basically tells you what vertical speed is required to meet the requirements or the restrictions on your descent profile. So basically what we'll do now is we'll hit vertical speed here, and I am going to start to scroll up my vertical speed down to about 1600 to match what the VNAV is asking for. So right here it says vertical speed required 1600, and vertical deviation currently is 340. So we just started. So, and I have mine set to 1600 there. So we are now descending. So we went up to 30,000 feet trying to get away from some of the weather. We're still in the soup, or still in the clouds. But it's much smoother up here than it was down there. So we're on the way down. Bottom of the descent is going to be in about 15 minutes. We're about 15 minutes out from Liege. It's been a really nice, smooth flight so far. No complaints, just been pretty fun trying to avoid some of the clouds and storms, but that's been pretty cool. Oh wow, and I just noticed a line of thunderstorms there on our left. And if you look out the window, you can actually see them out there in the distance. That's pretty cool. Look at that wall of clouds right there. That's the nasty stuff I've been trying to stay away from right there. Wow. We just missed it. Gear is down, and off on our right side is the city of Liege. See a few factories and smoke coming out and things like that.
500.
All right, here we come. We're on final. I have the controls. Short final runway 04 right here in Liege, Belgium. Let's get us a good landing here.
Minimums. Minimums.
All right, looking good so far. 2Y2 red, we're on glide. Speed is okay. Let's bring it in and set it down nice and soft. Here we go, here we go. And we're down, just like that. Alright, get that nose down and into beta. There it is. Welcome to Liege. Oh yeah. We made it once again. Flight 13 of the F1 Mo's Racing F1 World Tour. Welcome to the ramp. We'll go let it park. Shut the engines down. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, you have 3 choices: give up, give in, and give it all. You got peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next video. We out, baby.